First for the Maine Black Bears. In left field, number 10, Jaguar Ralph. Batting second, the shortstop, number 15, Jennifer Eberhardt. At catcher, number 18, MJ Fogel. Batting fourth, the first baseman, number 9, Hillary Kane. Batting fifth, the third baseman, number 35, Nikki Byron. Batting sixth, the designated player, number 26, Anthony McDowell. Playing right field, number 14, Jessica Burke. Playing center field, number 7, Susie Jenkins. Batting ninth, second baseman, number 5, Bryn Davis. And pitching for Maine, number 3, Kylie Sparks. The head coach for Maine is Lynn Coots. And now let's meet the starting lineup for your Hofstra University Pride. Leading off, playing center field, number 4, Rachel Senator. Batting second, the left fielder, number 10, Michelle Lavanino. The shortstop, number 33, Becca Bigler. The catcher, number 5, Courtney Cruz. First baseman, number 32, Erin Trippy. Batting sixth, the right fielder, number 14, DJ Slew. The third baseman, number 12, batting seventh, Krista Thorne. Batting eighth, the second baseman, number 6, Tori Rocha. The designated player playing first base for the Pride, number 18, Nicole Osofsky. And pitching for Hofstra, number 21, Aaron Wade. Hofstra is coached by Bill Edwards. And there's no anthem?
So anthem or voice? Can you make that up? It sounds so different. On the 8th.
What?
Did I announce that there's no anthem?
Yes.
Rachel's hitting first?
You might want to say there's no anthem.
I told the coach though before the game.
Okay. So yeah, play.
Should I play Rachel's? Alright, start it.
Yep.
Good afternoon and welcome to Hofstra Pride Softball Stadium. Steve Panzarella alongside Dan Hilton. It's a beautiful Sunday afternoon here in Hempstead, New York, Dan, for the Hofstra Pride take on the Maine Black Bears.
Absolutely, Steve. Just a look at the weather. I mean, it's about 60, 65 degrees here at Hofstra Softball Stadium. A little bit of wind, but it's not going to affect the ball, and it shouldn't affect the batters at all. So once again, very nice, as you said, beautiful day for softball.
You couldn't really ask for a better day than this, and real quickly, as this game about to start, we'll go through the starting lineup for the Hofstra Pride. They're actually away today. They'll be home later on this afternoon against UConn. Batting first for the Pride will be Rachel Senator. Batting second will be Michelle Lavanino. Becca Bigler coming in the 3 spot. Courtney Cruz batting fourth. Erin Trippy batting fifth. DJ Slew at right field and batting sixth. Krista Thorne batting seventh. Tori Rocha, she's going to be at second base and batting eighth. And Nicole Zosky will be batting ninth for the Pride today. So we start Rachel Senator. She's going to get in the box. Pitching for the Maine Black Bears, Kylie Sparks. And Sparks getting ready. Here's the first pitch. And it is a ball outside. And Dan, this is a Maine team that they have struggled so far in not only in this tournament but this season. And this is a Pride team that has struggled as well. And that's really something big and important that you go through early on in the season.
Well, Steve, right off the bat, you just look at the competition they face.
The first pitch is outside for ball number 2, so 2-0 count starting on Rachel Senator.
Once again, Steve, Hofstra coming into yesterday when they were only 2-11 on the season, you look at their competition, they face upwards of 5 ranked opponents in very, very good tournaments.
The 2-0 pitch is bunted, foul on the left side of the plate, not play, so 2-1 count going on to Rachel Senator. Senator on the season, she's leading this team in batting average, batting .294 in the 15 games they played. 51 at-bats. She has 15 hits, 5 RBIs, and 1 double for the leadoff hitter, Senator. It'll be a 2-1 pitch up coming by Sparks to Senator, and she bunt swings it to short, fields and fires in time. Got her, and there's 1 out to start this game. So a nice out there for Kylie Sparks, who had gotten behind the count, but she gets the first out of this game.
And once again, surprising, she had to move her bat up to get that bunt, and what happened, instead of going down the third base line like she wanted to on the ground, it popped up a little bit, took an easy hop for the shortstop, and so she was able to come in on it, field it, because it just wasn't close enough down the third base line.
And that's a play you've seen many times from Senator. The first pitch by Sparks to Lavanino is in the dirt. Ball number 1. It's a 1-0 count starting again to Lavanino. This is a Pride team that, as you said with Rachel Senator, that's a play that we've seen over 100 times from her since she's joined the team, and just that particular time didn't go as well. The 1-0 count to Lavanino, fouled down the left field line and out of play. It's going to be a 1-1 count upcoming to Lavanino from Kylie Sparks. Coming into this game, Sparks had 6 starts. One of them, as the ball is hit right to Sparks from Lavadino, she fields and fires in time, and there's 2 away. So the Pride are down their first 2 batters, and up to the plate comes Becca Bigler.
But the good news, Steve, for the Pride so far in this game is they are making contact. You can't blame Senator just trying to get on base, and Lavadino, same way, just trying to get on base. He's a little bit behind. And the thing is with Sparks, as he's falling behind in the count, it's surprising that she keeps gunning.
First pitch for Bigler is a strike high, but a strike, and it's an 0-1 count of come. So, Dan, as you say, I mean, this is a Pride team. You talked to Bill Edwards, and he really just wants to, the first few innings, get things going, get guys on base, and that's really what's important for the Pride. The 0-1 count to Bigler is swung on, hit shallow center field. Center fielder on coming, it's going to drop in for a base hit, and Big Becca Bigler gets the first hit of the game for the Pride, and the Pride are on with 2 outs.
And Steve, that was almost right on cue. Becca Bigler, third in this Pride lineup. She's batting .279 on the season, but .605 slugging percentage. Becca Bigler is a player so far this year that has really stepped up, and I could say right now, and that's at this point in the season with Jess Briscoe out with injury, Becca Bigler could be the Pride's best hitter.
So up to the plate now comes Courtney Cruz. Cruz, the catcher. The first pitch to Cruz is low for a ball. It's a 1-0 count with 2 away, and Bigler on first. Cruz on the year, batting .244. The 1-0 is a strike just in there for a strike. Courtney Cruz. It's a 1-1 count to Cruz.
And Steve, you also notice Kylie Sparks quick back to the mound, and that makes it difficult for the runners.
1-1 count to Cruz is outside. Bigler is running the throw at second, is in time, and the runner is out, and that's how the inning will end. No runs, 1 hit, no errors, and no one left on base stand, and it's a nice inning for Kylie Sparks.
Once again, just as I said that, Kylie Sparks, with that quick release, gets back up to the mound. Becca Bigler, she wanted to steal, but she didn't make that decision, that decisive decision quick enough. So she was a little bit slow, but Kylie Sparks pitched it. MJ Fogel, the prolific freshman for this main team, behind catching for this game, she was able to gun out Becca Bigler at second base.
And for the Pride, that's just one of those kind of mistakes that Coach Bill Edwards does not want to see. And when you talk to him about that, that's something that he'll stress every time you do speak to him. And so for the Pride, that's an interesting way to get out of the inning. But it also leaves a chance. Now you've seen an inning of Kylie Sparks, and they did get 1 hit off of her. And we'll see if the Pride will be able to get through and the next few innings. Now we're going to take a look at Maine's lineup. Leading off for the Maine Black Bears is Dagmar Ralphs. Batting second is Jen Eberhardt. MJ Fogel was batting third, the catcher, with the big play in the first inning. Hillary Kane bats fourth. Nikki Byron, she bats fifth. Jenny McDowell, she will bat sixth for the Maine Black Bears. It's Jessica Burke, Lindsay Jenkins, and Bryn Davis finishing up the lineup for the Maine Black Bears, with Erin Wade on the mound for the Hofstra Pride.
And Steve, in the field for the Pride, out in the outfield, it's Michelle Lavadino in left field. Rachel Senator in center field. DJ Slew in right field. And in your infield, it's Krista Thorne, third base. Becca Bigler moving over to shortstop because of the injured once again. Jess Herschel, she's out with injury for just a few more weeks. Tori Rocha at second base. And Nicole Ozowski at first base, stepping into that role. And catching for the Pride is Courtney Cruz. Once again, you said Erin Wade on the mound. She also 1-6 on the season, just like Kylie Sparks. But once again, Erin Wade, she's faced some good competition.
She has, and you know what? That 3.47 ERA doesn't lie. She's pitched well. She's part of that prolific dynamic duo that it has been since Olivia Galati showed up to Hofstra, and really Wade a big part of this Hofstra Pride team. And they really are looking for her to continue to get wins and be able to win some games, and not only that, but the Pride score some runs for her. Stepping into the box is Dagmar Ralphs to lead this game off for the Maine Black Bears against Erin Wade. Ralph 60 at-bats on the season, a .283 batting average, as she fouls the first pitch from Wade off behind the plate, and it's an 0-1 count upcoming.
Good sign for Erin Wade. Getting Ralph to swing early on that first pitch. It was a little bit high, and that's exactly Erin Wade's bread and butter. That's what she wants to do. She wants to get that first strike at that first pitch. The
0-1 count upcoming from Wade. Wade taking a little more time in between pitches than Sparks was. The 0-1 is outside for a ball. It's a 1-1 count coming to Dagmar Ralphs.
And with 27 strikeouts on the year, that's exactly what Erin Wade does. She has a lot of movement to her pitches, not a lot of velocity like an Olivia Galati, but once again, that movement, that's what creates those strikeouts.
The 1-1 count is swung on and lying down the left field line and out of play, out of the line of Michelle Lavanino, and it's a 1-2 count coming for Erin Wade against Dagmar Ralphs, the leadoff hitter for the Maine Black Bears team. We're scoreless here in the first inning. Steve Panzarella alongside Dan Hilton here at Hofstra's Softball Stadium on this beautiful Sunday afternoon. 1-2 count upcoming from Wade. She gets the sign. Here's the 1-2 pitch. It's swung on and fouled down the right field line out of play. And Dan, you can't stress enough for this Maine team. I mean, while their hitting at times hasn't been as great as it could be, they like to stay in pitches, and they like to foul pitches off and get a feel for their pitchers, and so we're seeing that a little bit from in this first at-bat. Dagmar Ralph just looking for her pitch, just fouling pitches off. It's a 1-2 count upcoming. Breaking ball outside for a ball. It's a 2-2 count upcoming.
Absolutely. Steve, the problem with this Maine team, they do get runners on base, but their biggest crutch all year has been getting the runners home. They don't have the runners in scoring position at that percentage that they would like.
The 2-2 pitch to Ralphs is high for a ball. It's a 3-2 count to start the game. Nice at bat so far for Dagmar Ralphs. Ralphs has walked 3 times this season and struck out 11 times so far. That was before this tournament started yesterday. The 3-2 count to Ralphs from... It's a base hit, up to center field. It's a base hit for Dagmar Ralphs, and that'll get it started. 3-2 count against Erin Wade, and Dagmar Ralphs gets started the first at-bat of this game.
Quality at-bat from Dagmar Ralphs. She really worked the count. She went behind early, but once again, those foul balls, she was able to make contact, get up her confidence, and she hit that ball. I mean, it didn't fall the way Erin Wade wanted it to, so once again, Ralphs was able to get on it and push it right over Becca Bigler's head. Once again, Becca Bigler playing a little bit too far in on that one, but once again, first pitch of the game.
Jen Eberhardt steps in. The first pitch is a ball outside and forces Cruz to get up and fake a throw to first base, but either way, it's a 1-0 count upcoming from Erin Wade to Jen Eberhardt. Eberhardt on the year for this team is the number 3 batter. She's the senior infielder, 58 at-bats, but batting 172 before this tournament began. It's a 1-0 count to Jen Eberhardt from Wade. Eberhardt grinds it right to the third base, on to second for 1, and they only get the 1 out at second base. No out, no play at first base, but there's 1 out for the Hofstra Pride. And a nice play there in the field for the Hofstra Pride. Making the play was Krista Thorne.
Well, see, that's why they call it the hot corner. And Krista Thorne, the senior third baseman, there's a reason she is playing that hot corner. She was actually playing quite in on that last one because of the runner at first base, but yet she still was able to get her glove on it with the backhand.
MJ Fogle comes in, and here's a dangerous hitter for this Maine Black Bears team. The first pitch is a ball outside. Cruz again steps up, faking a throw to the first baseman, and it's a 1-0 count upcoming.
And MJ Fogle for this Maine team catching, she's batting .346 on the year. She's going to be good for a long time.
1-0 pitch is swung on, hit up the middle. It's caught at short. At second, fields and fires in time, double play, and that'll be the end. That'll be the end of the inning. What a play made by Tori Rocha! Then the great throw to Nicole Azowski ends the inning. No runs, 1 hit, no errors, and no one left on base. After 1 inning of play, we are all tied at 0. You're listening to Hofstra Softball on the Hofstra Pride Sports Network.
The next frog batter.
I froze up on that one. I just had nothing going on. I was like,
is that right?
Yeah. Like I had nothing. I don't know why. It was so weird. Never
Good job. Good stuff.
Well, they're starting anyway, so that was good. Should have had to actually
A long
a long time ago, but that's okay. I can start a little late.
Sending off for Hofstra, number 5, catcher Courtney Cruz.
Well, no, there was a caught stealing on the roll.
Yep.
Yeah, because it's still.
Welcome back to Hofstra Softball Stadium. Steve Pandora alongside Dan Hill. Courtney Cruz stepping in. She got a blasting win after Becca Bigler was thrown out at second. Inning abruptly ended. It'll be Cruz, Trippy, and Slew in this inning against Sparks. The first pitch is inside for a strike. Cruz thought it was a little too far inside, but either way, it's a 0-1 count upcoming to Courtney Cruz.
And Courtney Cruz, once again, she was out with injury last year, and it's a good sign to see her back in this lineup.
0-1 pitch to Cruz is popped way up. It'll be the second baseman Davis gets under it. She makes the catch, and 2 pitches and 1 out for the Hofstra Pride against Sparks. So the Pride now up to the plate. Will come Erin Trippy, the designated hitter for the Hofstra Pride. Trippy on the season has a 200 batting average. She has started. This is just her 6th start of the year in just 20 at-bats. She has 4 hits, including 2 of those being doubles and 4 RBIs. First pitch to Trippy is in there for a strike. It's an 0-1 count upcoming, so a nice start to this inning for Kylie Sparks.
And Trippy, from New Jersey, the freshman catcher, she really backing up Courtney Cruz, but with the Hurstfield injury.
The 0-1 pitch is fouled on the third baseline out of play. It'll be an 0-2 count upcoming to Trippy here with 1 out.
Once again, with the Hurstfield injury, Trippy stepping into this Pride lineup. But once again, Coach Belletta has talked to him before the game, and he is happy with her production. He said he made a note to mention her to us because he's very impressed by what he sees from this freshman.
Coach Eller is always informative. The 0-2 pitch is outside for a ball. It's a 1-2 count upcoming to Erin Trippy, the designated player today for the Hofstra Pride. The 1-2 pitch upcoming for Sparks, not working as quickly as she was in the first inning. The 1-2 pitch is fouled down the third baseline and out of play, just out of reach of the glove of the third baseman Byron. But it's out of play, and we'll redo it again at 1-2. The Pride were scoreless here. Both teams had hits in that first inning, but neither could score any runs. It's a 1 out, no one on here for the Hofstra Pride. We're scoreless. Steve Pandora alongside Dan Hilton here on a beautiful day from Hempstead, New York, on the campus of Hofstra University. The 1-2 count is low and inside for a ball. It's a 2-2 count for the batter, Erin Trippy, the number 5 batter of this game for the Hofstra Pride. Of course, the only hit came in the first inning with 2 outs from Becca Bigler. The 2-2 pitch to Trippy is swung on and fly to center field. Fairly shallow center fielder coming in, makes the catch is Jenkins, and there's 2 away. A nice at bat for Erin Trippy, but nothing of it, and it's an 0-2. And it's 2 outs here, and upcoming is DJ Slew.
And that's exactly how Kylie Sparks gets it. Kylie Sparks, she does allow a lot of contact. She only has 11 strikeouts on the season, 61 hits off her in about 30 innings pitched. So once again, she's a contact pitcher. She gets contact, and she lets her field do the rest for her.
Field doing some work today, and its first pitch is fouled right here, right behind the press box here, right to the right of us, and out of play. It's an 0-1 count upcoming to DJ Slew. The 0-1 count coming to Slew is inside for a ball. It's a 1-1 count upcoming here with 2 outs for the Hofstra Pride. Pride, no runs, 1 hit, no errors, and no one left on base. Thanks to Becca Bigler getting thrown at the plate, at second, That pitch is popped up right behind home plate, out of the reach of the catcher, third baseman, and pitcher, as all 3 of them were in the area to try to get it, but it's a 1-2 count to DJ Slew.
And DJ Slew, last year, what a terrific season from her. She didn't get that many at-bats, so it was a little skewed, but at one point she was batting 400 on the season, Steve. And so she's a person who, she's in the lineup because of her bat.
The 1-2 pitch is outside for a ball. It's a 2-2 count coming with 2 outs.
She's in the lineup for her bat, but once again, she's now out in the field in this crowded outfield. I say this Pride team, they have 4 players that could potentially start in the outfield.
The 2-2 pitch is grounded to the third baseman Byron. She fields, fires in time, and that'll end the inning. So a ground out to third base and a 1-2-3 inning for Kylie Sparks. An impressive inning again for Kylie Sparks. She continues to just move through this Pride lineup, and with no runs, no hits, and no errors, that'll be the end of the top of the second inning of play. With Aaron Wade coming back out, and if you're Bill Edwards, you're just looking for this team to start getting on base. But you know, time starts to run out when you're starting to really want this team to get moving offensively.
But this is the chess match that this Pride team has found themselves in. Once again, Kylie Sparks, she pitches to contact. And so far, and especially in that last inning, she got all three. They hit it out in the field. Her fielders and her outfielders did what they had to do. They communicated well, and they got the 3 outs. But once again, if those balls start to fall for this Hofstra Pride team, this is a dangerous lineup. And this game can quickly change and go the other way.
Absolutely, and that's really what you're looking for with Aaron Wade, looking to come to end all fires, if you will, to stop anything from happening. Aaron Wade has to come out and get started and keep this main team off of base. We know they can get on base. It's the fact of scoring the runs, and that's what we're looking for Maine here today against Aaron Wade as Wade continues to warm up for the Hofstra Pride. Now, last inning for Maine, we saw them get on base. It was just a matter of a double play, nice play by the Hofstra Pride, getting out of the inning. And really, the Hofstra Pride, Aaron Wade looking for her fielders to continue to step up. You know Olivia Galati as the strikeout pitcher for this Pride team. Well, Wade, she'll get her fair share of strikeouts. But then it comes to the fact that you're waiting for her also. The fielding also has to help her out just a little bit more than it does for Galati. So the second inning about to become underway here. It'll be Hillary Kane, Nikki Byron, and Jenny McDowell for the Maine Black Bears. Hillary Kane, of course, when you talk about this Maine team and their hitters, Hillary Kane, the junior infielder, she has appeared in 20 games for this Maine team, 60 at-bats. She has one of this team's 3 home runs on the year, and 5 of their 36 runs batted in. So Hillary Kane, a big part of this offense for the Maine Black Bears as she steps into the box. The first pitch upcoming from Wade, and here it is to Kane. It is outside for a ball. Cruz trying to paint that in outside corner a little bit, not going to get there though, so it's a 1-0 count. 1-0 count upcoming. It's outside for another ball. It's a 2-0 count.
And Steve, you mentioned it with Hillary Kane. 1 home run, and actually, because Jean Stevens, 2 home runs on the season, isn't playing in this game, she's not in the lineup to start. Kane's really the only home run for this team.
That is swung on an interesting swing there by Kane, fouled off down the third baseline out of play. It's a 2-1 count.
She absolutely knew it was the ball. But you know what? The fact of the matter is, in this game, because there's so little distance, you have to commit. And she made a decision, and she made contact.
Absolutely. So 2-1 count upcoming there by Aaron Wade. To Hillary Kane from Aaron Wade. The 2-1 pitch is in there for a strike. She painted the outside corner that time with the fastball. It's a 2-2 count upcoming.
And on that pitch, you see how crafty Courtney Cruz is. She waits to get her glove up. She waits to catch the ball, because if you hold your glove up out of the strike zone, you're not going to get the call.
The 2-2 pitch is swung on and fouled down the third baseline again and out of play. And it's a 2-2 count. We'll redo the 2-2 count here. No outs. We are tied at 0 here at Hofstra Softball Stadium on the campus of Hofstra University. Pride won their game against this Maine team yesterday, 1-0. And they're looking for a clean sweep of Maine today and of UConn later on. That foul ball again towards the Maine dugout and again out of play. And it's a 2-2 count.
It's the third time Hillary Kane was a little bit quick. It seems the first strike, she was behind it, so now she's overcompensating a little bit, and now it's going to the left side. But once again, Hillary Kane making contact. That's going to get you on base.
2-2 pitch upcoming for Aaron Wade to Hillary Kane. Kane swung on and missed. Nice breaking ball there from Aaron Wade, and it's 1 out here in the bottom of the second inning. The first strikeout of the game for Aaron Wade.
And Aaron Wade, 28th strikeout on the season. She's only walked 13 people this year. So Aaron Wade, once again, someone who she gets her business done. She gets either the strikeout or she gets contact and gets the out of first.
The first pitch by Wade to Nikki Byron is a ball outside. It's a 1-0 count.
Nikki Byron, another freshman infielder in this lineup. Nikki Byron also struggling, 105 on the season.
The first at-bat of the day, of course, for Byron. We had one hit for Maine in the first inning. Byron swings and misses. It's a 1-1 count. So Wade starting to throw strikes, starting to maybe work her pace up a little bit more, get everything going. It's a 1-1 count with one away here in the bottom of the second inning. We thank you for joining us here on your Sunday afternoon. Beautiful day here at Hofstra Softball Stadium. The 1-1 count is swung on and fouled on the third baseline, right out of the reach of Krista Thorne. And it's a 1-2 count upcoming to Nikki Byron.
And these Maine batters clearly did their homework on Erin Wade. They know she doesn't pitch as fast as Olivia Galati. And so they're getting the bat around. And most of these balls are going up the third base line. Krista Thorne now taking 2 or 3 steps back behind third base, playing a little bit deeper.
The 1-2 pitch is swung on and popped right in front of Wade. Wade waiting for it to go foul, but it's going to be a base hit and a single for Nikki Byron. So all she did was popped it right in front of the catcher and the pitcher. Neither one knew what to do with the ball, and now there's a runner on first base. So a nice job there by Byron, the second hit of the day for the Maine Black Bears. It's going to be 1 on and 1 out for Jenny McDowell.
Once again, that's another one of the decisions by Courtney Cruz. She decided to rip off the catcher's mask because that is what you do to see better. But once again,
the first pitch is in there for a strike, just the outside corner. Nice pitch by Wade, and it's an 0-1 count upcoming.
Once again, when you rip off that mask, it takes just the vital seconds you need, or she would have needed, to get to that ball.
Painting a picture with Dan Hilton, the 0-1 count upcoming is in there again for a strike. Nice pitch by Wade, and it's an 0-2 count here with 1 away. The runner on first is Nikki Byron. She got on a base hit, and the second hit of the day for Maine. 0-2 count with 1 away to Jenny McDowell. McDowell will stare at her third strike pitch, but this time it's a ball outside. A 1-2 count. And Wade continually going to the outside part of the plate, not trying to get too far inside, not trying to let up any big plays from this Maine team. Here's a 1-2 pitch upcoming by Wade. Erin Wade's stretch, and the pitch is a breaking ball grounded right to short. Fields and fires for 2 in time. So a great double play to end the inning. Another great play to Becca Bigler, and that'll end the inning. No runs, 1 hit, no errors, and again, no one left on base. After 2 innings of play, the Pride and Maine are tied at 0. You're listening to Hofstra Softball on the Hofstra Pride Sports Network.
Maine 0, Hofstra 0.
I'll just play everything.
Okay. Is that okay the way we're doing that?
Yeah, of course.
I'm talking, you say the pitch, and then...
Basically, yeah.
That works.
Wait, it's working.
Leading off the Pride, third baseman, number 12, Krista Thorne. Number 6 is on Jay.
Welcome back to Hofstra Softball Stadium. We thank you for joining us here on this beautiful Sunday afternoon. And the first pitch to Krista Thorne is outside, but for a strike, and it's no 1 count. Another double play ending last inning was Becca Bigler making the play all by herself. And now an 0-1 count to Thorne. Pops it way up in the air. At third, the shortstop makes the play. It'll be Everhart making the play. And there's 2 pitches and 1 out again for Kylie Sparks. And a nice play to get out, to get to his first out on this inning. That was on Krista Thorne.
And Krista Thorne, KT as her teammates affectionately call her, she's been having a little bit of trouble this season. Once again, she's only batting 100 on the season, so she is struggling, but once again, we'll see her again later in this game.
The first pitch to Tori Rocha is in there, is outside for a ball, excuse me. It's a 1-0 count with 1 away. Maine, 2 hits on this game and 2 double plays that ended both innings. The pitch by Rocha is fouled hard down the left field line and out of the reach of the left fielder Ralphs, and it'll be 1-1 count upcoming.
And Rocha didn't really know where her position on this team was going to be. But at the beginning of this season, in preseason, Coach Bill Edwards' House of Pride team knew that Tori Rocha was going to start. He absolutely had that confidence in her, and really, she has come into her own so far in this season. Though she's batting 179, she's been ample in the field.
The 1-1 pitch is inside for a ball. It's a 2-1 count for Kylie Sparks against the Hofstra Pride number 8 batter, Tori Rocha. It'll be Rocha, then Azovsky, and if any of those two get on the top of the order, we'll break the center tour. The next pitch is swung on and hit fairly deep center field. The center fielder Jenkins is there to make the catch, and there's 2 outs for the Hofstra Pride, so on a 2-1 count, Rocha flies out to center field, and 2 quick outs for Kylie Sparks. Now batting is Nicole Azovsky for the Pride. She's also playing first base today. Azovsky has only taken 11 at bats and he's yet to get on base. She does have an RBI in the sacrifice though. So the first pitch to Azovsky is swung on and grounded right to the third baseman. Byron Fields fires in time, and that'll be the end of the inning. No runs, no hits, no errors, and no one left on base for Hofstra Pride. And after 2.5 innings of play, this game is still tied at 0, and Coach Bill Edwards can't be happy with the offensive production so far.
Absolutely not, Steve. That's not what you want. It was less than 8 pitches from Kylie Sparks, so they didn't really work her in any way. They just they made contact, but once again, it wasn't in the right places. The ball just falling once again right to the fielders. Once again, Tori Rocha's hit didn't have to go too far. Was the center fielder.
So Aaron Wade coming back out with Hofstra Pride. Wade in her 3rd inning of this game, trying to just continue to keep his main team at bay. You can let as many players on base today, but at the end of the day, if you continue to get double plays, continue to get that'll help Aaron Wade a lot to pitch as many innings as possible. Originally, I think that the 7th game is double share against UConn Huskies.
Just to talk about double plays. Double plays come down to smart field positioning from your shortstop and your third baseman. And Becca Bigler, once again, last time, doing it all herself to end the last inning. And Kristen Thorne, the time before that, playing that hot corner, she was playing in. So she was able to get to the ball quicker, get it over to second base, and the first with a double play.
So Wade continuing to taking her time. I mean, this is the Hofstra team that I think they're used to both these pitchers just having their own pace. Both pitchers pitch very differently than each other. So it's very interesting to see if Aaron Wade can continue to pitch at her pace. See if they can create any trouble for her here in this 3rd inning and moving forward for the next few innings. So for Maine now, we've basically gone through both lineups almost fully. So Maine Blackbears will have Lindsey Jenkins, Bryn Davis, and Bryn Davis coming up, Jessica Burke, Lindsey Jenkins, and Bryn Davis coming up in this inning. And Jenkins steps in, and it'll be the first at bat for her for today. It's Jessica Burke. The first pitch by Wade to Burke is in there for a strike. It's a strike, and it's an 0-1 count coming from Aaron Wade. So good first pitch strikes for Aaron Wade to start this inning. The 0-1 pitch upcoming from Wade to Burke is a ball outside, and it's a 1-1 count. We've seen Aaron Wade basically stay outside almost this whole entire game. Her one strikeout was actually on an inside pitch, so it'll be interesting to see where Wade continues. If she continues to tend towards the outside. This pitch is fouled at home plate, and it's a 1-2 count of guard.
Just said it. Absolutely right, Steve. Aaron Wade, she's aiming for that outside low corner, and she's had success with it. And once again, that strikeout, inside pitch. So that's what she's doing. She's really trying to work that outside, get the pitchers to bite on it, get some foul tips, and then go inside.
The 1-2 count for Wade is a breaking ball way high, and it's a 2-2 count. Upcoming to Jessica Burke.
And that strikeout was on a breaking pitch. So Aaron Wade trying the breaking pitch again, but it got away from her. You could see that she didn't like it the second she released it, and it just went a little high.
Wade, the 2-2 count now right to Jessica Burke. The 2-2 pitch is swung on and fell right over our heads here after softball stadium and way out play.
Almost get a kid.
2-2 count again upcoming from Aaron Wade to Jessica Burke. Burke on the year for this Maine Black Bears team has just played in 16 of their games, 37 at bats. She has 8 hits for the Maine Black Bears. It's 2-2 pitch now to Wade, the 2-2 stretch, and the pitch is low and inside in the dirt, and it's a 3-2 count, so we get a full count here to Jessica Burke. Burke, the freshman infielder, batting .216. She's walked 3 times and struck out 9 times. She's also a stolen base threat, as she has 2 of this team's stolen bases. 3-2 pitch to Burke. It's a breaking ball outside for a ball, and that's the first walk of the game from Aaron Wade, as she looks disgusted with that pitch. She'll get the ball back from the corner crews, and it'll be 1 on and no one out for Lindsay Jenkins here in the 3rd.
That is Wade's 14th walk of the season so far, and Aaron Wade, as you said, a little disgusted with herself. It's that breaking ball that we talked about earlier that went high in the zone that she wants that pitch back.
Yes, she does. The first pitch to Jenkins, who puts down a bunt. The throw to first base is on in time, and they were trying to get Burke sleeping at first, and they couldn't. And the first pitch is a strike for Aaron Wade, as Jessica Burke on first base with the walk. Nice throw there by Cruz, just missed getting her. And the throw to Wazowski, it's an 0-1 count. From Wade to Jenkins. The 0-1 pitch is a ball outside. That's a 1-1 count. Jessica Burke continues to take her lead off of first base. The 1-1 pitch upcoming from Wade to Lindsay Jenkins. Jenkins on the year, the senior outfielder, puts down a bunt to the third base line, and it's out of play with the third baseman Thorne right there. Jenkins on the year, 19 games played, 42 at bats. She has 8 hits and 2 runs batted in. She is batting .190.
And Steve, something you don't see a lot, Lindsay Jenkins and Bryn Davis about to come up after her, the 2 lone seniors in the lineup for Maine today. And they're batting in the 8 and 9 spots. So those are 2 players with experience who are actually batting at the end of the order.
1-2 pitch is outside for a ball. It's a 2-2 count. Trying to get Burke maybe to run on or whatever they're trying to do. I mean, either way, it seemed like the last few balls with runners on the base have been pitch out. So 2-2 count upcoming from Aaron Wade to Lindsay Jenkins, the senior, as you said, Dan, both seniors in this lineup batting at the bottom of the order. The 2-2 pitch is swung on and missed, strike 3. So a nice pitch there by Aaron Wade, and there's 1 out.
That's how Lindsay Jenkins, she tried to pull that. You could say she was already running towards first base. She expected to make contact, trying to hit it towards Tori Rocha, who was the only infielder actually playing a few feet back. Krista Thorne, Becca Bigler, and Nicole Wazowski had come in way far.
So the first pitch comes to Bryn Davis, the other senior on this team, and Bryn Davis with a base hit to left field. A nice bloop single there for Bryn Davis, and there's going to be 2 on and 1 out, and that'll bring in the leadoff hitter, Dagmar Rouse. So a big hit there for the Maine Black Bears here in the 3rd inning with 2 on, and Aaron Wade is in her first bit of trouble here this afternoon.
Becca Bigler is getting a lot of work at shortstop because, once again, it was her with that double play. The only 2 hits in the first 2 innings were hit at Becca Bigler. Once again, she can't really do a lot with that. She was trying to fade back because she was playing so far in, and a blooper is the exact word you need to use. Because Becca Bigler, being so far in, couldn't get to it, she normally would have been in position to make that play.
Up to the plate comes Dagmar Rouse. She led this game off with a base hit. So Rouse swung on hard down the left field line and off the dugout in that play. So it's an 0-1 count to Aaron Wade. As Wade looking again, seeing if she's going to try to look for that double play again, as the last 2 innings have ended with runners on base and double plays. So 0-1 count upcoming from Wade. She steps off the mound of the pitcher's circle for just a second and steps back on. The 0-1 pitch upcoming to Rouse from Aaron Wade. Stretch and the pitch is fouled off again down the left field line and way out of play, out of the stadium out of play, and it's an 0-2 count. Steve Pandrell alongside Dan Hilton here at Hofstra Softball Stadium. The Pride and Maine Black Bears are tied here at 0. The Pride leaked out a win yesterday against Maine in extra innings, 1-0. The Pride will play a doubleheader. We will be here for that against UConn about 20 minutes or so after this game ends. The 0-2 pitch from Wade is in the dirt for a ball. The runner at first was moving, but Cruz picks it up in time just to get it back to Aaron Wade, and both runners head back to their bases. It's a 1-2 count now upcoming to Dagmar Rouse. The runners on base are Jessica Burke at second and Bryn Davis at first. Davis had started running all the way to first. The ball was so far away from Courtney Cruz, but the second base, Jessica Burke was not moving, and Davis had to go back. So it's a 1-2 count upcoming here with 1 out. Wade gets set. Here's the 1-2 pitch. It's swung on and hit up the middle, through for a base hit off of the glove of the second baseman Rocha. The run is coming home and cut off by Azovsky, and the Maine Black Bears have the lead early on in this game. It is a 1-0 lead for the Maine Black Bears here with 1 out and runners on first and second.
Steve, that ball straight up the middle. Tori Rocha made a diving play, but it hit off her glove and rolled into center field. And that shows the experience of Lindsay Jenkins and Bryn Davis. They are seniors on this team for a reason, and their experience base running was the catalyst for that run.
So the runner does score on the second hit of the day for Dagmar Rouse. She's 2 for 2 today. And that brings up Jen Eberhardt for the Maine Black Bears. She's 0 for 1 today. As Cruz approaches the mound real quick to talk with her pitcher, just trying to talk with her, get her maybe into a different mindset now. As Maine leads 1-0. They have 4 hits on them. Wade has 2 strikeouts and a walk. And the walk was the reason for the first run, as Burke had walked to open up the inning. It's a 1-2 count upcoming to Eberhardt. And that is a ball, and it's a 2-2 count.
And that time, Aaron Wade, starting on the inside, you're going to think that maybe because Maine has started to pick up the fact that she's working on the outside so much, she's going to start these batters now going inside, maybe a little higher because she's been so low on those first pitches.
It's a 1-0 count, and the first pitch is swung on, hit to right field, and deep, and it's over the head of the right fielder Slew. 1 run will score. It's going to be a double for Jen Eberhardt, and the Maine Black Bears take a 2-0 lead over the Hofstra Pride. Now runners on second and third, and only 1 out for Aaron Wade, and Aaron Wade is struggling here in the third inning.
Catcher number 18.
Good contact by Eberhard. She timed it almost perfectly, and she pulled it into right field. She was really aiming for the first base line, but once again, she pulled it. DJ Slew, she was in good position, but she just backtracking, couldn't get to it, about a foot or 2 over her head, and rolled to the wall.
So runners on second and third, and 1 out, and we're having a meeting on the mound right now with the Hofstra Pride, as they're just, Chris Anderson just wants to talk it over with her pitcher. And so the meeting is broken up, and we'll go back. It's a 1 out. Maine Black Bears lead 2-0 here with 2 runs scored in the bottom of the second inning. Started by a walk by Jessica Burke, then a single by Bryn Davis, a single by Dagmar Rouse, and a double by Jen Eberhardt. Have knocked in those 2 runs. The first pitch is a strike for Aaron Wade, and it's an 0-1 count of comfort.
Aaron Wade going back outside with that first pitch. This first pitch of the at-bat for Aaron Wade is always crucial, that she tries to get ahead in the count, and she once again has got ahead in this count.
The 0-1 pitch upcoming is outside for a ball as Cruz jumps up real quick to see if she can get a throw down the third base line, but does not. And it's a 1-1 count here with 1 away.
Oh, perfect.
1-1 for Aaron Wade. And that pitch is low for a ball. It's a 2-1 count. Upcoming to MJ Fogel. Fogel grounded into a 4-3 double play yesterday. Last time she was up in the first inning, excuse me. The 2-1 count now to Fogel with runners on second and third and 1 out. 2-1 pitch is in there for a strike, and it's a 2-2 count upcoming.
And Fogel, for this Maine team, not the player you want to see at bat right now. She's the only player in this Maine lineup with a batting average above 300, sitting at 346 on the season. Once again, she's definitely the most dangerous batter for Maine right now.
2-2 pitch is swung on and skied to center field. Senator is there to make the catch. The runner will tag up and score. Both runners tag up and both runners move up as a run will score, and the runner moves to third base as well. So it's 3-0 for the Maine Black Bears here in the bottom of the third inning. And Maine continuing to score runs. And this is a team that we talked about how they have struggled to score some runs on this season. They're scoring some runs, and they're doing it in a way that we thought they could. Base hits, one double, but walks and singles, and just moving runners over and getting on base. So Maine leads this 3-0 here in the bottom of the third inning. And here comes Bill Edwards to talk to the umpire.
Ideally, this is the way Maine wants to play. You said it best. They struggled this year with runners in scoring position, but these 2 sac flies show you that this Maine team is playing the way they want to.
And we'll see what the change is coming for Bill Edwards, as from the looks of it, it's going to be Olivia Galati. As Edwards waits for his pitcher, and it is Olivia Galati, and she'll come out of the dugout and relieve Aaron Wade after just 2 2/3 innings. Wade, 2 2/3 innings, 2 strikeouts, 3 runs, 5 hits, and 1 walk in the game. And her day is over. She could not be less happy about it with Olivia Galati coming out of the dugout and going to warm up. And now we'll see what the pitching rotation will be like for the game coming up later today against UConn.
That's the big question. With these doubleheaders, ideally you would want 1 pitcher for one game, 1 pitcher for the other game. But Aaron Wade, as you said, Steve, she has struggled in this game, and she has struggled all of this season so far. Maybe playing such good competition at the beginning of the season has rattled her confidence a little bit, and she only had 1 strikeout today. And with all of these Maine hitters making contact in this inning and completing base hits and getting runners home, Coach Bill Edwards, in this first game of today, he wants his team to be able to keep their heads held high, keep that mental toughness. So bringing out Olivia Galati might change the fortune of this Hofstra Pride team.
And we'll go through what happened in this third inning thus far. A walk led the inning off, then a good strikeout of Lindsey Jenkins by Aaron Wade. It looked like she was going to turn this inning around. A single by Bryn Davis, a single by Dagmar Ralphs, and a double by Jen Eberhardt knocked in these runs, and a sacrifice fly there by MG Fogle knocked in the third run of this inning. And just like that, Olivia Galati is on the mound. Galati, 3-5 on the year in 10 appearances, 8 starts. In all of her starts, she has completed the game. 58 innings pitched, 54 hits, and she has allowed 25 runs, 15 of those earned. She has 59 strikeouts as well. So Galati steps into the pitcher's circle, and Hillary Kane steps up to the plate.
You can't talk about Olivia Galati's year, Steve, without talking about that no-hitter against Virginia Tech. Yes, his Hofstra Pride offense exploded for 10 runs, but Olivia Galati herself had that game wrapped up with that.
The 0-1 pitch is there for a strike, so an 0-2 count. So Galati getting right to work here. 2 straight strikes for Olivia Galati against Hillary Kane.
An exemplary pitching performance from Galati that day against Virginia Tech.
The 0-2 pitch upcoming to Kane is swung on and hit right at the diving second baseman. Tori Rocha ends the inning, and the inning will end with 3 runs.
No errors, 1 left on base
and
at the end of
4 hits. 3 runs, 3 hits, 1 walk, and 1 runner left on base. The Maine Black Bears lead the Hofstra Pride 3-0. You're listening to Hofstra Pride Softball on the Hofstra Pride Sports Network.
Yes, I'm sure. All right, Brian. Now. I have to go to Alex to do it. What? I have to go to press Alex twice.
So, John, you got me now?
Yeah. So I don't want to put a 0. Yeah, that's fine. You sure? Yes.
So just pay attention to that, because it was turning it
let's just say 4.
I know, I understand.
Once you put up a run in an inning,
okay, no problem.
It's
no problem. I'm just gonna have to move my ear away.
The worst comes to worst, Brian. It's like, I know it's the edit.
Oh yeah, wrap it now, please.
Like run or hit, whatever you want.
And we're just making a change in the way. So.
Now it's number 4. Leading off the top of the 4th for Hofstra, center fielder number 4, Rachel Senator. And destroyers. What? Don't disrespect the destroyers.
Yeah.
Like a ball. Yes.
And welcome back here to Hofstra Softball Stadium. Top of the order, Rachel Senator. She comes up. She takes the first pitch for a ball. Welcome back here to Hofstra's Softball Stadium. Steve Pandrella alongside Dan Hilton. The Maine Blackbears lead 3-0. The first pitch by Senator is knocked right back to Sparks. She fields, fires in time, and the throw, and there's one out by Rachel Senator. And Senator trying her bunt swing tactics, and they're just not working thus far.
Rachel Senator not happy with herself. That's the second at-bat of this game that she's had where she went down in just one pitch.
So just one pitch. We're in the fourth inning here at Hofstra Softball Stadium. Michelle Lavanino steps in. She grounded out to the pitcher her last time. Senator grounded out to the third baseman. So an 0-1 pitch upcoming now to Michelle Lavanino.